Aloha, I'm Susan Nudowitz with letsfeelexcellent.com or the YouTube channel by the same name. And what we're going to make today is raw vegan lasagna. Okay, so let's get to it. Pretty easy. It's a little time consuming, but it is easy, I must say. Okay, so the first thing we're going to make is the cheese sauce, or the kind of ricotta filling. And actually you can do this any way you want, because lasagna, all it means is layers, right? You can lasagna a compost, or you can lasagna anything. So what I have, we're going to put peppers. I'm going to make a pepper cream sauce is what I'm going to make. And so I have tricolor peppers today, and these are just the tops and the extra ones. When I sliced these guys in my mandolin and it got too scary, got down to where I couldn't hold on to it anymore, I just put those in there. And then this is spaghetti squash, and it's raw, so I'm going to put that in. And let me show you, I already pre-cut it, but let me show you how I cut it, because I don't want anyone to get hurt. It's pretty easy, but you want to cut off this rind, the skin. So what I did is I took about this much of it. So I had my spaghetti squash, cut it in half, took out the seeds and the guts, and now I want to take off this part. So I just take a sharp knife. It's hard, but it's not impossible. So you want to just cut off the skin. I don't know how I can show you on this side. I need an Intivo or a G Pro so I can show you a bird's eye view of my cooking or my food prep. So that's it, and I'm just taking off the skin, the thin skin, which is too hard for us to work with. So that's what we have there. So we have this in our blender, Vitamix. You do need a Vitamix for this. Okay, and then I think first I'll put in my seasoning. And today I am going to put in a little bit of salt, sea salt, Himalayan sea salt. I'm going to put about half a teaspoon in. Not a lot, it's like a pinch. But I just want a little bit of salt. It's a rainy day and I just want that. But you don't have to. And then for seasoning, I'm going to use the Costco no salt seasoning because it has garlic in it, and it's other things like that would be good in here. So I'm going to use a little bit of that. Okay, and that's it. That's all I'm going to put in there. This is the juice of 3 lemons, so I'm going to put about, a third of that in. Maybe a little more. Because I'm not going to put any nutritional yeast or a whole lot of salt. What I'm putting in now, let's see if I can show you better. Okay, can I show you this? Okay, this was about a cup of sunflower seeds and a cup of hemp seeds, maybe a little more than a cup of hemp seeds, maybe a cup and a half, soaked, rinsed and drained, you know the drill there, for your cheesy, creamy sauce. I did find that sunflower seeds go really well with the roasted, or the pseudo roasted red pepper sauce that we're making. So the red pepper, the sunflower seeds do, and then the hemp seeds just make it thick, and they're full of omega-3s, so that's great. Okay, get in there. All right. I want to use the same spatula, so get my seeds off of there. Okay, so then I need some water. just enough to make, you know, we want it kind of thick, so just enough to just make it blend. I can always add more. So this recipe is way easier than conventional lasagna. Way easier, cleanup wise, every which way. Whoops. Get a little organized in my prep space here. But you will notice it's more complicated than, say, making a smoothie, right? Or any other kind of dish. I may need the tamper too, so I'm going to get my tamper, my medieval plunger. Okay. Now, one thing I noticed with these new plungers, or new to me plungers, they've had them for a while. You don't want to go all the way to the blade. I cracked one already. They sent me a new one, it's great, but you don't want to go all the way to the blade. Whoop. Get that nice and creamy. Whoop. Let's see what we got here. I put in a little bit too much water. I can see from here. Perfect on the taste. It's going to be fine consistency wise. Oh, I'm going to put a little bit more lemon in because I want it that way. But if you want it more creamy, cheesy, then you're going to want to just leave it just like we did. And what did I put? About a half a cup of lemon juice. Juice of one lemon, I would say. No way I'm going to get through this video with one spatula, so that's okay. All right. Now, because it's made with hemp seeds, it will thicken up. So that's fine, but you're going to see it's going to be fine anyway, just the way it is. Ideally, Martha Stewartness, I would have made it a little thicker and less lemony. Martha Stewart would probably be putting her nutritional yeast in there too to make it cheesy tasting. Okay, so now we need a food processor because I have the asparagus is going off in the garden, so I have some chopped asparagus and I'm going to make a filling. So it doesn't really matter if whatever I have left over I can use on salads, okay? But what I'm going to put is the rest of this no salt seasoning in here. Actually, could even use a little more, and but that's okay. I'm going to put basil and marjoram, and if I had these fresh, I would use them fresh. Would be great as well. I'd use less. Really, really good for you. And that's it. I might put a little tiny bit of cayenne pepper in, but you know what? I'm not, because I'm spring cleaning my body. And then I'm going to put a bunch of lemon juice in. Okay, juice of 2 lemons there, at least. Food processors are not my favorite. Nothing to get upset about, but not really my favorite. Well, that's kind of up a little bit too. Come on, get in there. Come on, you're on camera. You have to work. All right, so here we go. Kind of loud, kind of obnoxious. Yeah, see, in food processors, ideally the Vitamix is supposed to be able to do it. It probably could. You know, it probably could do it too. But my food processors, or my Vitamix is busy for one thing. And for another thing, I don't want to reach down in there. I'd probably want the dry container, the smaller container from Vitamix if I was going to do that. Okay. So this is just fine. My regular little thing. You could put other greens in here too, but you're going to see this is going to be a nice little crumble for our stuff here. Okay. Alrighty. So that's that. Now we need some noodles. Hello. Okay. Oh, your rules. You have so many rules. The Vitamix is so much easier. I'll put you back in the cupboard. And I won't use you for 6 months. How's that? At least. Okay. There. You go there. Okay. So we have those two. Now let's make our noodles. Lasagna noodles. You're going to see this is so much easier than regular lasagna noodles. I have my mandolin and I have it set here. You can change the setting. And we'll see how these see if the thickness of these noodles is good. And I have a cucumber. I'm going to use cucumber today. You can use zucchini, you can use summer squash. I guess you could use root vegetables, but they're going to be kind of hard to cut through. So this is the pan we're going to be doing it in. So that's easy. So I'm just going to use a cucumber because I like it with cucumber. Okay, watch your fingers. That's the first one. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. Okay, see, like that. They don't need to be any thinner. All right. They're going to be a little long, but that's okay. We'll just cut them. Oh, what happened? Those are two. Okay, let me get this side and then I'll fix that. I'm going to make it go down a little bit. Oh, I might have needed 2 cucumbers. So I can fix that off camera. But this will be enough for us right now. All right. So now we have stuff. So we're gonna make our lasagna. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use the ends because that's okay for the bottom. Just put on either side to make it symmetrical. And they are a little long, so I'm going to cut off the extra. That should be good. You do want your bottom layer thick. Ooh, I could have cut off more. And I can easily see that I needed 2 long cucumbers. Okay. So now I'm going to put some cheese sauce. It smells really, really good. I'm just going to put it on. Okay. And then I'm going to put some, I think I'll put the tomatoes next. I slice the tomatoes really thin. I may need another tomato as well to make a full lasagna. I need some half tomatoes. You could also make a tomato pepper sauce if you didn't want, if you wanted to make it even richer, more rich. But I don't. I don't want my food so rich. You know, I'm doing a great job cleansing, and I don't want real rich food. So this is just fine for me. And I'm going to put some of the meat, I guess, the crumble. I could use my hands to just put it on. You don't have to make it as lemony. You can tailor this any way you want to. This is your lasagna. Okay, and now I have some sliced peppers, of the tri-colored peppers. Just going to make it nice and peppery. It's going to taste like a salad. A really good salad. I love it. Okay, another layer of noodles. Ooh, I don't need another cucumber because I've reached my limit here. Come to the end. Yummy, 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 yummy. Deep dish lasagna. Okay. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. If you wanna, if you are healing some diverticulosis in your intestines, and you want to take the seeds out of the tomatoes, you can. And you could just, what you do is you just cut the tomato in half, take the seeds out first. You can even strain out the seeds from that nice, delicious jelly part. And then what you do is you just use the flesh. Oh, and I was telling you how to make a nice, like a pepper tomato sauce. Well, you can do it with the fresh tomatoes and the peppers, and then you would strain it. You know, like we did with the watermelon and see, my dish is not deep enough. The watermelon and stuff like that. So the watermelon juice and the, see the video how I eat half a watermelon in one day, and some of the other ones where we strain the juice out of stuff. Or you can use sun-dried tomatoes if you want to, but it's already, you know, pretty high in fat, so I don't want to. This is fine enough for me. This is more than enough, actually. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Oop. Okay. Whip. I'm losing my cheese. I'm really losing my cheese. Okay, there it is, and I can just slice it and eat it. Beautiful, huh? I love it. Okay. Swallowing a pepper. I'm Susan Nudowitz with letsfeelexcellent.com, or the YouTube channel by the same name, wishing you an excellent day. Aloha, and we will see you next time on the blog.